Okay, you can record me all you want. He's a fucking little scumbag.
Okay.
Just like you.
Okay.
I don't care. You can tell your father's gonna go to jail too.
Okay.
Because I have video of him driving.
Okay.
Watch.
Okay.
Watch, you little fucking bitch. That's what you are. A little fucking bitch. Where's Daddy in Oklahoma? Where is he? Your father Jake wants nothing to do with your stupid ass. You fucking psychopath. I'm stupid? Look at yourself. Nobody wants you. Your own mother sent you to a fucking hospital. Don't you realize that? I didn't want any kids. And I told your nutty mother that 8 years ago. Because I saw how she acted with you. That's why, you fucking dumbass.
Shorty, are you okay?
Daddy fucking Dan's going to jail because I have video of him driving.
Yeah.
Remember the fucking alcoholic who drove with you drunk in a fucking car? You dumb.
Alright guys, welcome. It's your boy Sketty's Vlogs. You already know what it is. Now today, as you've all seen in the video, before we go any further into the depth of this video, this is a very hard topic today to try to discuss. So I want to make sure I put in as much as I possibly can. Alright guys, so in this situation as we see right now, I can hear that the stepfather is upset about the grandfather of the daughter drink driving with the children while intoxicated, which is a very big offense and very risky. It is basically risking the life of the children, which is why drink driving is a massive crackdown on everybody to never ever have kids in a car while drink driving, and that is a massive offense. So I can quite understand the concern and the concentration of the cause of why this is all happening. So guys, with that being said, literally guys, point blank, y'all, once it gets to this point, you should already know, you should have known that you should have realized you should have never even been in this place in the first place. You know what I mean? You should have, once it gets to this point, you should realize you should have never ever been in this place in the first place. So this is a hard topic. So this is what I always say, you know, trying to finish another man's saved up game is going to cost you, it's going to cost you a great deal of your dignity, your respect, you know. There's going to be a lot of emotional distress in here, and as you can see, these are not your children. These children belong to somebody else. These are your step kids. And honestly, looking at this video, man, the way this guy is taking all the hits from this child, smacked around with that stick like that while he's trying to make a point, to prove a point. This is the problem with being a stepdaddy, especially if the kids are uneducated, especially if the kids are, well, not controlled. If their mother has lost control of their kids and she has no other way of controlling their children, if the kids don't really like you that much, if there's some things about you that kids do not even like, it could create a big problem, like the kids screaming out, "You're not my father," you know, "You can't talk to me," or there's always gonna be complaints about you to the child, to the child's mother. The kid's gonna go to the mother and complain about you and the things that you're saying or doing. You know, man, just making you more and more angry, you know, when you're trying to educate these kids, especially if they're not your biological kids, God, and you're not connected to them in any way. It's gonna be a disaster, guys. This is terrible, and the mother is just sitting there and not even standing up for this guy over here who is obviously doing what a man and a father like example. See, he's trying to give an example. He's trying to, you know, speak up as a man that, you know, since I'm the man of the house, I need to help and contribute to the household, and, you know, and straighten things when they're not going straight. I need us to be together as a family, stay strong, build a strong relationship where he can stand up and say something and everybody could at least listen, acknowledge that he's there, you know. And at this point, these children have absolutely no respect for this father, this stepfather, who have stepped into the building. And as you can see at this point, there's no reason to even try to educate these children, because the mother is now, if you look at the comments of this video, there are some people out there who are saying, like moms mostly, or women saying, oh my god, if he was speaking like that to my kids, I would have jumped up and gave him one. I would have jumped up and slapped him or hit him, or I would have like screamed at him, or I would have like abused, like the things that the mothers and single people are saying right now towards this father is absolutely tremendously disgusting. Okay, this is the reason why being a stepfather, look, not all households are going to be like this. This is the thing. Some households, as a stepfather, some house like some as a stepfather, some kids would not even speak to you. You would be in there with the mother talking to her and this and that, like, they will not talk to you. They're playing video games and they barely even hang out with you. You don't even sit next to them. You can feel this disconnection, that there's this vibe that you're not connecting with the children, and you're not really feeling the kids vibrations, that you're not really feeling comfortable being in the house because the kids are not even speaking to you. If you usually, these kids without fathers are always up to something not good, screaming, yelling, fighting each other, or punching each other, slapping each other, or loud noises, throwing things around the room. And you can't leave like that. You gotta get out and say, hey, can you please stop this, or I'm gonna report you to your mother. You gotta always go to the mother before you speak to the kids. Always. This is my advice to stepfather. You always have to go to the mother of the children and speak to the mother, report the kids to the mother, and then get the permission from the mother, and then behave according to how the mother wants you. Because then if the kids do come around, then they say, no, I gave him the permission to come over there and say this because you guys were making too much noise. He is my boyfriend or my husband. He needs to be comfortable and be respecting this house. So I told him to come over. You need to speak to the mother of the kids before you can go out there. So it's never really a good idea to just up and go and start talking to these kids behind their mother, because they will go and say to the mom, oh, he said this and that. Conflict starts. The mom is always going to be choosing the kids before you. You are last. If she has 5 kids, you are going to be the last one. Okay, she put her kids before anybody that comes in that house. So best better believe it, you are not in a good place if you are to mess up by just giving up a good advice and trying to educate the children. Don't do it. It's look, you don't try to be somebody who has no kids and want to have a mother of, don't be a single guy who never had kids to go and date a baby mother. It's gonna be a disaster, guys. With that being said, this is the reality. This is the reality of being a stepfather. And for the fact that the mom in this video, as you've seen, she just sits there and says absolutely nothing. She doesn't stand up and tell the kids, you in your room, you two in your room. Now, please, let's get some peace and quiet. Baby, come and sit down and let's relax. And all of you in your room now. She did not get up to back up this guy at all. This guy is getting smacked around by these kids, and he's trying to prove a good point. There is absolutely nothing wrong. But yes, he was swearing and using some vulgar languages, which he should have used those languages, which is very inappropriate. But it looks like that family already is into that kind of stuff. They like using swear words. The mother probably uses swear words. But the sound of it, she has already been doing some things in the house that are inappropriate to these kids too. Like, it's not in control. This family doesn't sound like in control. Being a stepfather, trying to educate kids that do not belong to you, is going to be a downfall for you. This is the reason why dating a baby mother, it has to be something that you have to really, really think about. Think about all these things that we just mentioned in this video. Do you really want to be a part of it? Now, not all kids, not all step kids that you date their mother are going to behave like this, especially when they're a little bit older. If they're older, like 15, 16, well, maybe they can have a little bit control, but still, you will always be prepared for the worst when they're going to say, you are not my father. You cannot talk to me like that. I hate you. Get out of my face. Mom, can you tell this to get out of my face? Him, mom. And the mama is going to be holding those grouches. Moms, these stepmothers don't say it to you. They'll start thinking about it, and the more the child complains to the mother, the longer you are in that house, one day the mother is going to say something, and trust me, she is very angry at you at one point, very angry that the kids are always complaining about you because you're always trying to say something, or you said something that you shouldn't have said, or you've done something you should have done, or you've gone into the kids' room and grabbed a plate that they've left on the table that have been sitting there for more than a decade now, and it's dry and there's ants all over it, and there's, who knows, bacteria already producing in it, and you grab that plate and you tell the child, why the hell haven't you taken this plate out of the room? Take the plate out of your room now and take it on the kitchen counter right now and wash it now. If you go ahead and you say something like that, they go behind your back and they tell the mom, they cry, they say, Mom, I'm sick and tired of this guy, I hate you, Mom, stuff like that. There is going to be problems. It's your boy Sketix Vlogs. I'm out. I just can't believe it. Stepfather's taking the beating like this. I'm out.